I will give you a scenario, and you have to picture it. It's midnight. You are starting your laptop. Your brain, too tired to think, but your to-do list is screaming at you. Almost all of you will think of this feeling as stress. Well, you are right. This type of stress is known as burnout. Burnout. This word is majorly associated with adults, those jobs, family, rent, and much more. The truth is, teens are prone to burnout too, yet not enough people are talking about it. Burnout is not being tired after a long day of studying. It's much more serious than that. Help Guide, a mental health website, states it's when the easiest of the tasks start to feel like very hard. And no matter how much you rest, it is never enough. Burnout feels like when you're starting an essay on a blank doc on your favorite topic, yet you are unable to start because you are already convinced that whatever you're going to write won't be good enough. Numbers back this up. According to American Society for Clinical Laboratory Science, 45% of students show symptoms of burnout, a percentage way higher than reported by adults. Here's the thing about burnout. It doesn't stem from one source. It is a perfect storm. It's schools, extracurricular activities, college applications, friendships, and of course, social media. Let's talk about doom scroll. We open TikTok or Instagram for a quick break, a chance to escape the dreaded feeling of burnout. And 2 hours later, we are still scrolling through the reels. The McLean research states that burnout is the main cause and it is the stemming reason from social media because social media gives us dopamine hits, which makes it feel like a reward. In reality, it is not rest, but mental clutter. It is not just the time that we are wasting. It is the content too. Perfect grades, perfect lives, perfect everything. Cresting the Hill states that it's exhausting and unrealistic to compare yourself to a highlight reel. Social media is not your priority. You need to understand this. I remember one night when it hit me. It was during the midterms week. I had my math midterm in the morning, an English project due by midnight, and 3 unanswered texts from my friends. I stared blankly at my desk. I was not feeling tired, but stuck. It was not that I did not want to work, it was that I could not. All the tasks on my list start to feel big and arduous. My mind kept telling me, what's the point? And my eyes kept going to my phone, and an irresistible feeling to go on social media and do all the scrolling came over me. I realized something that night. What I was feeling was burnout. And what I was feeling was not a failure, but a warning light telling me, hey, something's not right. Time to change the way you're doing things. The first thing I learned about burnout is that it is not solved by doing nothing. Scrolling through TikTok while lying on your bed. That is not rest, but avoidance of problem. Real rest comes when you see and feel productivity. And that is when you manage your time while considering your energy. So, here's what works for me. Step 1, write it down. When I have an overwhelming list of tasks, I grab a piece of paper and jot down everything. I know it sounds too simple, but trust me, it is powerful. When you have a list of tasks in front of you, the constant storm swirling in your head is put to an end. Step 2, work with time blocks. I use something called Pomodoro technique. It is very easy. 50 minutes of work followed by 10 minutes of break. During the break, I avoid devices and do something that genuinely relaxes me, like listening to music, stretching, or simply talking to someone around me. This helps me to keep myself from burning out. Step 3, set boundaries with social media. This is the most important and the hardest step. I turn on my notifications while completing my tasks and have set time limits on social media apps. You see, social media is not going anywhere. It will stay on your phone. Your mental health needs priority. To all the adults present here, I would like to say this. Teen burnout is real. And it is not because we are lazy or unmotivated. It is because we have a lot on our plates with the aim to reach every goal we set for ourselves. We need your help. Listen to us when we are overwhelmed. Guide us, but also give us space to figure things out ourselves. The truth about burnout is that it does not mean that you are weak. It does not mean that you are failing. It means that you are a human. It is a signal to take a break, reassess your situation, and rebuild your system. So, my fellow peers, I will leave you with this. When you face burnout, which you will, do not ignore it. Face it. Pause. Take a deep breath. Write down your tasks. Set boundaries. Caring for yourself comes first. And it might not always include you being on social media. Burnout does not define you. How you respond to it does. Thank you.